9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Got me up the coast, boy. Wanna hear the ocean roar, crash over me. Then ride it home, dance it out in moonlight. Hold me tight and don't let go. Watch over me. We are all stardust, stardust, stardust. Left behind, left to find. Climb on another, face the sun, fear no one, 'cause we are all one, we are all one, we are all, we are all one, we are all one, we are all. Lift me up, yeah, moonshine, put me into overflow. Superstar.
Hey guys, I'm in a super good mood. How's everybody doing? The wiener today is Dora Reed. I don't know if she's ever been the wiener before. Congratulations on your first time being the wiener. Crazy mom. Candace. Oh my gosh. I got the cards that you sent me, and I know you saw that message I sent you, but oh, they're the best ever. I love them. I knew that they would be amazing like the other ones made by them. So thank you. Hey, Angel, Ruby, Rhonda, Kind Heart. I see that TM is live and it's exciting and drama, but this is exciting too. So for me, it's gonna really piss some people off, I think, who are so convinced that Fred Hill is like, this horrible person. Ooh. Okay. So, but I'm not trying to like make you guys wait and stuff, but I always wait at least a few minutes so that people come in here because they'll keep repeating or keep asking me to repeat. But how about I tell you this? It's even better than that first one. Oh, anyways, we'll get to that in a second. Fast Freddy. Hey, YouTuber, No, Bama fan, YouTube, RJ, Sue. So I just got an email from Fred, like, oh, here, we can talk about something else real quick about Fred while we wait for some people to come in. This stuff with the search and everything. I didn't go live yesterday about it because I wasn't going to, I'm not going to really talk about it much anymore. It's now known the searchers are 100% Fred Hill's sisters. There's a video up over on Angel Talks Too Fast if you would like to see for 100%. Yes, you have time to pee. I'm not trying to tease you, I promise. I hate when people do that. I'm just trying to wait till more people get in here. So some people were concerned about the muriatic acid that they saw in the video. I asked Fred about what, let me see here. He said it's to clean copper and brass before soldering before the paste. Clean copper and brass before soldering before the paste is what his answer was that he did with the muriatic acid. Hey, crazy girl and oddities, Tanya. Cleaning. Yeah. Well, they want to definitely have offered what they did and what he accepted today. He did accept it. It's really good. Yeah, there has to be something behind it. If you think that they gave him, I don't know, it's a really good deal. And when I mean something behind it, like maybe his help in the Summer Wells case is part of the reason. I'm not sure yet. All I've got, I just heard from him and I went live immediately. But what, so he wanted to also say about his sisters that he knows what they're doing, especially the one, that they're not really trying to do anything. They're causing problems, but they're really trying to look for if Fred had any money hiding spots because they're just greedy as hell. Because Fred was known to just hide money. So the sisters think they're going to find some money is what Fred is under the belief, what they're really doing. So I'll just go ahead and spill it. So he emailed me and told me that he took his plea today for 180 days and 9 years paper. That's it. No rehab. No rehab. 180 days, 9 years paper. So he'll be getting out in no time. I'm waiting to hear back. Like, he does have that failure to appear in Sullivan, so he'll have to be transferred to Sullivan, but it's a misdemeanor. So more than likely what will happen is he'll go there and see the judge the next day and probably be released. Hey, Katie, Sheba. Hey, beautiful sunflower. Well, he's been there, I think, since June 13th, right? Yeah, June 13th. I'm waiting to hear back so I can get more news on the details. Like, if that means, because he's already been in there since June. Really, if they're giving him 2 for 1, because it's county jail, they do that for county jail, he should already be at time served. And then he'll get transferred. So he should be transferred over to Sullivan anytime. The order should probably be in. They won't tell us exactly when because it's a safety precaution. So people don't try to break people free during the transport. But I don't know if he's been rehab. Now, I'm not saying that I think the rehab would have been a better thing. But the rehab probably would have been a good thing, but it just makes me wonder. That's a really, really good deal to get from a public defender. Well, if something goes wrong during the 9 years, and if he violates, see, that's when you get into real issues. Yeah, he would have to be careful extra, because if he were to get in trouble, they would violate him and he could go to prison for several years, I'm assuming. Hey, Rue. Wish you would have waited and took the second or third deal. They would have kept getting better. Your son gets off 8-year probation. I'm waiting to hear back. He literally just sent this email like 30 minutes ago. And he took the plea, so it's already done. 180 days and 9 years paper. They dropped the 9 months rehab, inpatient rehab. I think it would have been better to do 9 months rehab than 9 years paper, but they probably wouldn't have gone for that. I don't know. Just because it would be more beneficial towards him, and being on paper for 9 years is, yeah, he gets out like a lot sooner, 9 months sooner, but 9 years probation is not fun. Hey, Judy. Marie. Why do you think he needs to stay away from Laura? I think, yeah, they could it'd probably be best for them to be apart for a little bit. The whole home and belongings have been ripped up or taken. I know. And she sold like a bunch of his stuff. They're making him do stuff. Court. Yeah, that's true, Remy. He didn't really have any serious trouble with the law until his mid-30s. So, yeah, maybe it won't be a big deal. The thing that will get him he just sent me another message, but didn't tell me. He said, Sullivan won't pick me up till my time's up here. And so I'm about to ask him. Thank you, Dyer, for becoming a member. So I'm laying back on that. Hopefully we'll hear back about exactly his out date with maybe it's on Hawkins' website. About it. Their website sucks. Nothing has been changed in the freaking website yet, but this was so recently. I don't know what the website would say. So at the very latest, he would be out the 13th of December, right? That's if they give him, make him do day for day. Here. That's the very latest, because that would be 6 months, 180 days. But usually they give 2 for 1 in jail. That's true. If Sullivan doesn't come and get him after, it's either 3 or 7 days. I think it is. Now I'm wondering if it's 14 days. How many days Sullivan has to come transport? I mean, it's just the next county over, so it shouldn't be a big deal. I don't think he knows, Stephanie, that Dawn said that. He didn't take their first offer. Oh, yeah? What'd she say, country girl? Sullivan County is over. Yeah, he'll be there for, I'm guessing maximum like 3 days. That's my prediction. I don't know, Remy. I don't know. What? So it looks like they're making him do the full 6 months, December 8th.
I had some.
You want them?
No.
Okay.
3.
So it looks like December 8th is what he just said. So, I mean, that's he gets out before Christmas at least. That's less, that's 2.5 months or so. 2.5 months and he's out. Doesn't have to go to rehab, inpatient. We'll be on probation though. What do you mean, country girl? You know, well, that's not exactly. They know the person he's been with for 9 years is Laura. The court, you have to get through the courts. It's not automatic that, like, just okay. It is. You're not supposed to be around felons when you're on probation, but you can get court approval. That's just without court approval. So I'm sure he can get court approval at least with Laura. I mean, he's lived with her for 15 whatever years, 14, 15 years. Yeah. The sisters took over that property and Karen wants it all for herself. So she's trying to make it so Fred's in jail longer. You guys see what's going on here? She's trying to, dude, she's been in trouble for setting up a crime scene before. Like, come on. If you guys did not watch my live yesterday, or was it yesterday or day before, you guys need to. The one where we talk about that situation. Oh, yeah, I guess they could get married. If is there common law in Tennessee? Yeah, it is nonsense, Remy. Tara fell right into their trap. She fell right into his sister's trap, and they're using her. I say they're, but it's one of them mainly. Josh, come here. Shut up. Come on. Karen is a snake. She went from YouTuber to YouTuber until someone took a bite and let her. Yeah, sometimes they make exceptions for family. Common law is recognized down there. Oh, okay. Country girl, regarding the creator that said the bones were found. Hey, Luminous. I hope so, Patricia. I hope he can, because otherwise it won't be good for him. It won't be such a good deal for him because he could face years in prison. I'm sure I don't know exactly. He didn't tell me how many years suspended, but it was 16. I can see if I can find out. Years. Maybe it's just, hold on. It might be 9 years since it's, how many years? All right, let's see if we hear back. How many years suspended? For sure he has. Because he's already accepted a deal. It is definitely a money thing. It would be in his best interest to pay off his probation as fast as possible because they will let you off probation earlier. He could get that down to maybe 5 years probation if he plays it right. Yes, they do have children together. Pretty much grown, but he got Judge Laura, he got 180 days in jail and 9 years probation. Does it say anything about Summer Wells in the title, Wayward, Bob? This has nothing. The title says nothing about Summer Wells. I don't understand. Hey, Candy. He didn't tell him what he did to Summer spiritual being. That's not what you're I don't mean to be rude at all. I'm not being rude. I'm just saying that's not what he said. You guys are changing his words around and you're making it into more. That's not, he didn't even tell us what Cotton said to him. We don't even know what Cotton said to him. He just said that he knew that Cotton was going to the area and he was talking crazy. That's all I know. I'll know when Fred gets out. We'll know exactly what Cotton says. But until then, he's not going to tell me over through email, jail email. That's not what happened. See, that's why people get things like all, and I understand because it's a lot to keep up with. Shelter Dark says they are not searching. They would have media out there. They would have crime scene stuff out there. Fred sisters are not searching. Well, they would have to get probation. He would have to get his probation transferred and approved if he did something like that. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said if he moves to another state. That's interesting. I'm so sorry, Patricia. I hope that Fred can be a success story. Really? I'm in Tennessee and paid my probation off the day I got put on, and it was over. Are you serious? Are you serious, Nanny? Is it Hawkins? You paid your probation, and they took you off probation right soon after? Yeah, that's what they do. I don't know about the day you get put on probation, but that's what they're mainly concerned about is the money. That's always, people who knows that you always pay your probation off like as fast as you can if you're wanting to get off. One that came out a couple months ago and said he thinks police found her and that Cotton was responsible. It's not a spiritual being. You're changing things a little bit. Fred is the one that came out a couple months ago say he thinks police found her. He said police found her. I don't know. He you know what? That's we all have theories. All of us have said we think somebody's responsible and have theories. If Cotton was talking crazy and saying crazy things about Summer Wells, even though he was drunk and messed up, yeah, I mean, he told law enforcement that he thought Cotton was acting kind of weird. Big freaking deal. Spiritual being, you always have something negative to say. I think you're one of those over there at another realm. You need to go back over there to the crazy loony town. Because if you're not going to, this is a discussion group, and if you're not going to state the facts, and if you're going to keep repeating things like as if they're fact, what you're saying, when it's not exactly how it went down, especially your first comment, and then you're going to be combative with every answer I give you, and it's not going to be good enough, and I'm going to have to keep going and going and going and going and going and going. No answer I say is ever good enough for you, spiritual being. I've noticed that. Fred said they wouldn't answer him. What do you mean? Oh, thank you guys. That's right. He said he thought Ellie found her because Ellie wouldn't answer the question. See, you guys even know better about what was than I do. The class pays attention better than the teacher. The class's memory is probably a lot better than the teacher's. I count on you guys a lot for, and then it refreshes my memory, and I'm like, oh, yeah. So, yes, that's exactly what happened. And that's what makes me mad when people say things like, oh, he said that law enforcement found him. She doesn't say that he said that since law enforcement wouldn't answer his question if they found her, that he was suspicious that they found her. That's not what she says. You see why I get irritated? She makes it, people will try to make things look worse. Kind of like that Yanni freak over at Daisy's. She was making up all kinds of stuff about me last night. Saying that, I'm just this scammer. I'm sure, Yanni, I would like you to show any proof of this, absolute proof of me ever, what you're talking about. Saying I was collecting money for an electric bill and then just keeping it all for myself. Yanni, the products that I was selling was my items. I wanted to help the person that had the electric bill. I wanted to, and it was my fault because I wanted help so bad because I felt so bad for her that I told her I would do my best. But what happened is I myself was struggling in bills, and I couldn't do it because nobody would help me. Everybody wanted me to be the one that paid $1,000 on her electric bill. Nobody would help with items like to auction off. Nothing. It was all my items. Why should I, I wanted to help. I just couldn't. That's it. It was not a scam. I could not do it. Freaking psycho. Good Lord. I've helped a lot more people on here than you have, I'm sure. Yeah, Yanni. She's so crazy. She just comes up with, she just makes shit up. She was just like saying whatever she could think of. Oh, RJ, you be happy you missed it. Okay, it's not. Wait. I think it's 9 years suspended, but let me make sure with his answer here. I want to make sure he knows what I'm talking about. I don't know. Maybe since it's 100, there's no time suspended. Maybe, I don't know how they would do that though. 180 days, like usually they'll give for example, 5 years, 2 years in county, or 2 years in prison, 3 years suspended. But they don't have any of his time suspended, so I don't know exactly what would happen if he violated. He will already have completed all his time. So I don't really understand. So, because he just responded when I asked him how much time could he get if they violate him, he said 9 years probation. That's what he responded, but that's not what I was asking. But for example, when I got my DUI very long time ago, almost over 20 years ago. Well, about 20 years ago. Anyways, it was a year in jail, but it was suspended. And then a year probation. So if I violated my probation, then I had to do that suspended time. But Fred doesn't have suspended time. So I'm wondering how this will work. All his time is going to be served. So I don't understand. What is... Well, he does have 2 dealing charges, Ladybug. It could have been way worse. He got an amazing deal. He was facing 16 years. Sorry, I had to walk away for a second. Turn on the air conditioning. It's getting a little, it feels humid. I feel like it's gonna rain or something. You got an amazing deal. Amazing deal. Woohoo! Thank you so much, Judge Laura. She sent a Venmo. Thank you. Very much appreciated. Thank you for supporting the channel. Keeps me going. Keeps me able to continue to do this instead of having to put my time elsewhere, you know? So thank you. As if what would happen if you, yeah, we'll find out, Aurora. I'm guessing it's, I guess, 9 years. There's no time suspended, so I don't know how that would work. If there's no time suspended and he gets in trouble, like, what could they even do to him? The deal he turned down, Brittany, was, yeah, she'd get rid of all his stuff. Real Sunflower, she did, because she thought he was going away for a long time and that she was going to make sure of it. She wants him in jail or prison because she does not want him. She wants all that land herself. Like, she wants to let her kids live there, you know, her criminal kids, her son is like, wow. She has no room to talk. Plus, the charges she's had, holy crap. The deal he turned down, Brittany, was 180 days jail, 9 months inpatient treatment, and 9 years paper. So now he doesn't have to do the rehab. If I were him, I would have asked to have done the rehab instead of the probation. I would have asked if that was a problem. And I would have played it up like, I really need it. It'd be good for me because I could, you know, at least it would be helpful instead of something like being on papers for 9 years. That doesn't, you know, that doesn't rehabilitate. I would have played it up like that. And then 9 months inpatient would really be helpful. And no, he's serving his whole 180 days, Marie. He gets out December 8th. Well, then he'll be transferred to Sullivan, and that's just a misdemeanor. I'm not worried about it. He'll only spend I'm assuming. He's worried about it, but I don't think there's anything to be worried about. He's never violated it before. Who? I didn't say anything about PG, believe. Thank you, Candy Prim. Prim and proper. Are you talking to somebody else, believe? Right, Ladybug? That would be good. Right? I know. If they gave us an official update, told us Jody Sue was cleared for sure, like put it out in the media, even though some claim to have got confirmation from Pruitt that Jody Sue is cleared. I just want to hear it in the media. I know, but I'm sorry. I'd want to hear it. It'd be with anybody I'd want to hear. And, you know, if it's not released to the public, that makes me think why, you know, why hasn't it been released to the public? If she's cleared, then why wouldn't they put that out there? That there's something up with that, guys. You know, law enforcement can lie to make people relax and, you know, start messing up, thinking that the police are no longer watching them. I mean, it would make sense why they haven't really or said anything in the media. Besides, you know, some people calling He was arrested June 13th and June 13th. It was only audioed on her channel and you can't hear first part. See, I don't like that stuff. I mean, I love PG, you know, so I'm not going to, I don't know. PG gets away with a lot more with me for some odd reason. It's kind of like she's a sister or something. Kind of, that's the relationship. I don't know why, but why she gets away with so much with people. Prayer Garden does, because people just start thinking, oh, well, that's just how Prayer Garden is. So, will he be able to go back on Ben Hill? Well, like people are saying, they've destroyed the place. There's no place to really live there, but I'm not sure. I haven't asked him yet because I'm afraid, like, I don't know. I'll ask. I'll find out. That will be my next mission to figure out. I want to figure out this exact sentencing, like as far as how much time he could get if he's violated. I'm her other Sour Patch Kid? What's that mean? Yeah, Benny's an annoyance. He's like a fly that won't leave you alone and that you'll just do anything to get rid of. Yeah, she's not a suspect anymore. Just go away. Freaking fly. Stupid fly. Oh yeah, he knows exactly what she's doing. She's looking for money, guys. She's not looking for freaking Summer. She can lie all she wants. She's hoping Fred has some money hidden somewhere, but TBI's already combed that property. More than once, actually. They just did a couple months ago, but like I said, I mean, somebody could plant something on this property. That's very possible. But they're not going to find anything related to Fred and Summer, like as far as hurting Summer. In my belief, in my opinion. Does not recognize common law, Kathy. Well, I'm sure they can make they'll get court approval on that one. I'm sure. You're not even supposed to be around other people on probation when you're on probation. So yeah, that is something to be concerned about. She has a lot to pick on Ziggy. She'll come for us if we do. That's hilarious. Right, Lisa? She does have. She's one of those like Benny Benny is very sensitive. Don't let him fool you. He's very sensitive. He's a Pisces man. But his sensitivity comes out in vindictiveness and anger. When somebody hurts him, he acts out very like aggressively or mean, you know. Because he wants somebody to hurt like he is. I had to leave her channel though. When was it? Yesterday or day before? Because she defends Jody Sue, and you know she doesn't, and also a couple others that I think are suspicious. Andy. Andy is like top suspect. Like I absolutely just almost know he's involved, allegedly. Because why else would he lie about being on Ben Hill? I mean, of course, I'm going by Fred and Laura's account of seeing him that day. But Fred and Laura haven't lied to me that I found in the last year and a half. So till then, I'll take their word for it. And they keep repeating it over and over. Thank you, Laura. Judge Laura. You're a mod, right? Or did Laura? Judge Laura? Oh, shoot. Okay, yeah, you're a mod. Whew. Why is it so hot in here? Right? Exactly, Justin. What I think more so with Jody Sue, what I, like I've said, I'm starting to feel more so that Andy got her into some freaking bullshit. And that's why I think their relationship crumbled due to Summerwell's disappearance. Because one got the other into some kind of bullshit. And, you know, now both of them are involved or know something and freaking can't say anything. But I just feel like if that is the case, that Jody Sue should have like spoke up a long time ago. But she's probably scared. She releases little tidbits, you know, about him sedating kids on Ben Hill Road and stuff like that. Okay. So yes, it's 9 years suspended. He could get up to 9 years if violating his probation. Yeah, that's another thing too. Where's 423 Chase? Probably another one involved when we find out he's tied to Jody Sue and Andy. And Don Wells, we find out. And then we find out Fred's sisters are buddies with freaking Jody Sue and Andy. Are you kidding me? For those of you who don't know that, Fred's sisters are in tight with Jody Sue and Andy. I think we should be putting our focus on Karen instead of Fred. Fred's got a lot of backing, Karen. You're not going to easily be able to set him up without a fight. You're a greedy freaking, it's sad. You are so greedy, and it's really sad. You need to get right with God, lady. You need God in your life. You need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Andy, Tim, Don, Candace, Grandis, yeah. Oh, I believe that Jody Sue's scared. I mean, that would be probably not a good idea. I don't. We'll figure out something. I would let Laura stay here for a couple months. I have a daughter, and I just don't really want any man in here, even though it would be too crunched with that many people. Can you imagine? YouTube would go freaking insane. YouTube would be on fire. Karen is Fred Hill's sister, Angela. I wonder if Summer would have recognized. I could find out. Yeah. She keeps trying to mention money. Oh, there is no money. There is no money. Well, there's land, though, Karen. And you get to keep it up until the point you sell it. You can live there as long as you want, and your hoodlum son. That's just what they need. More freaking hoodlums over there on Ben Hill Road. Trust me, it's not an upgrade to have Karen out there over Fred Hill. Karen and her son, Cody. Definitely not an upgrade. Not any safer, like people might want to try to say. She has worse charges than Fred, and she's a hypocrite. And she set up crime scenes before people. We showed an article 2 days ago where Karen had set up a crime scene to cover for her son to make it look like she was robbed and stabbed 3 times. So it wouldn't look like her son was the one burglarizing the whole freaking neighborhood. Freaking horrible person. And she got breaking and entering, so she probably was involved in the bullshit. I mean, she would have had to break in and enter to get that charge. So you don't just get it for, I don't know, maybe you do get it for co-conspiring, even if you're not the one that enters the home. That's possible. How long has Karen lived there? She just once her mom passed away, that's when she started going out there. And that was in March. Karen took off and had nothing to do with her family when she was 17 years old. Okay, but so she doesn't know what she thinks she knows. That's her other personalities in her head. She inherited that. I think it's hilarious that Jody Sue says that Fred's the schizophrenic one. I don't know if you can get the place back, Texas Brat. I mean, I don't think there was a will with the parents. So I'm confused. Karen's in charge, though, so there had to be, right? Or does it? I don't know how all that works. Unfortunately, me and Jim were not married, and yeah, I have no idea. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I've seen that, guys. That's just trash. That's not a big deal. Why are we even posting that? Why are people posting? I don't understand it. What does that have to do with anything? A large amount of debris, including appliances, vehicles, parts, tires, furniture, scrap metals, petroleum fluids in the stream. I've already told you guys that Edge turned him into the city. And yes, Fred had to clean up the property. I've already said that. Why is this like a big deal? I don't understand. Nothing against Smiley, but I don't understand the big deal of it. Here, I'll show you guys. It has nothing to do with any type of, it's a county ordinance type thing. Or it's not even a crime. I mean, I've already seen this. Hold on. I don't see why. Linda Gurley, Fred Hill, March 18th, 2022. Yeah, he had to clean up his place. He got in trouble for how messy it was outside. Evelyn Hill, owner, Fred Hill, occupant. So I don't know, though, what that proves about Summer Wells or anything. I was sent that a few weeks ago, but I didn't think it. And I told you guys, I said that he got in trouble for all the stuff out there and was forced to. It was worse in that creek area. Yeah, they had to pick it up. Don went by the other day and there was nothing there at all. What do you mean? Did he show it? Yeah, I just don't understand what this is supposed to show. Besides all we've already seen, we see the trash out there. I've already said it, so. That means officials were on that property looking at things not too long ago. Oh, and they were there a couple months ago. He showed it. He showed like what was out there. Like nothing, no trailer or anything. Yeah, I guess our sister didn't think that Fred would be out anytime soon. Like she was gonna sabotage it. I'm sure she's kind of like, oh fuck now. Dunn drove up to Fresno when Cher was live at the same time. Oh. Take a bulldozer and put a trailer up. See if there was a police tape or people searching. There's nothing there at all. Short clips on voices. There was no cops, Ziggy. There was absolutely nothing. John saw her clip, and basically nothing bad or cleaned up, just the same. So there was still trash everywhere. Yeah. It says, but I did not observe much, if any, waste or petroleum fluids in the stream or on the ground. Somebody said it says nothing about drug waste. Like the people, Smiley, I don't understand what this is supposed. I'm sorry. Like, I like you and all, but I don't understand what you're trying to like make people think here.
Well, I'm here at Fred's. It looks like anything's changed a whole lot or anything's going on. Same old, except for it looks like they took everything that was anything worth anything is gone. They took everything man on. Well, I'm here at Fred's. It looks like anything's
Dawn's
changed
not
a whole
Shelby.
lot or anything's going on. Same old, except for it looks like they took everything that was anything worth anything is gone. They took everything man on. Well, I'm here at Fred's. It looks like anything's changed a whole lot or anything's going on. Same old, except for it looks like they took everything that was anything worth anything is gone. They took everything man on. Well, I'm here at Fred's. It looks like anything's changed a whole lot or anything's going on. Same old, except for it looks like they.
I don't even see any of it. Oh shit, you guys couldn't even see it. Gosh darn it. Sorry. Where is good internet? Yeah. What John showed was a lot of plant over it. Hey, Lucky Lou. Thank you so much, Rhonda Moore. That's so nice. But anyways, no, it's this. Fred already knows the sisters are. He's already been told that they've been selling his stuff, anything of value, just like Dawn said. In the backwoods is messy. Guys, we already know it's messy. We've seen it. You know what I mean? I just don't understand what that is what that whole thing with Smiley has up is from that Ed guy. But yeah, it did need to be cleaned up. It was a mess. It was ridiculous. I mean, how could anybody deny it? It was ridiculous. So, I mean, I guess I can't fault her for putting it up. It is what it is. It's the truth. So it is what it is. But I just don't know what it's like really. I'm trying to think like how it would be related to really much anything. It was Ed's claim that Fred threw trash in the creek. That was just a report sent in. It wasn't. It said there was no waste or petroleum in the creek. If people read that, they would see that it says they observed little, if none, or they would it say little or no trash in the creek, waste or petroleum. So to me, it sounds like a false report about him throwing stuff in the creek, disposing. Yeah, there was trash everywhere. All like, I don't know about trash. I guess he found it valuable, like mechanical stuff everywhere. Cars, lawnmowers, like engines, motors, stuff like that everywhere. And then the stuff that he used, he had he was always doing all kinds of projects and stuff. But it was Ed that called that in and tried to say that Fred was disposing things in the creek. That's not a fact. That's a report by Ed, the neighbor. And it even says, like, people, I don't understand. People need to read. Oh, I'm sure that we forget that Dawn and Candace's looked like that before the Dugars came in and cleaned up. Yeah, I don't think I don't think Smiley's posting it for an excuse for Dawn and Candace, though. I don't think she really cares too much about Dawn and Candace. There's a lot of properties that look like that out there. Jody Sue's is one. Go check out her. You think that Fred Hills was bad? Go look at her mom's property, okay? It's like so scary looking. It looks like there's like it looks like a Satan worshiping site or something. It's so creepy. Aw, thank you, Boo. She sent a Cashapp. Thank you for supporting the channel. Appreciate you. Thank you, Bill. Boo-boo. Yeah, I'm not trying to deflect and be like, oh, well, because that's something that Fred or Dawn does. I'm not going to deflect and be like, well, what about Dawn's property? You know what I mean? Because Fred's property was bad, so there's no denying that. I would look pretty dumb denying that. And there is a chance if it rains, it gets washed into the creek. So yeah, it did need to be cleaned up a bit. A lot bit. Fred can sue over his belongings. He'll probably try to get her for theft because he was a resident of that property. You can't just I'm pretty sure there's laws around that. We'd have to look into it, but right now he's focused on getting out of jail. Yeah, he's worried about his stuff that his sister's just selling, and she's greedy. Why do you guys think that she's selling his stuff? That's why and she tried to turn Fred or tried to get Fred for extortion for asking her why she was selling all his stuff and what was she doing with his money that she was getting from his stuff. Oh yeah, he can sue for sure. If they won't do anything criminally for him, I'll help him. We'll help him sue his sisters, Karen. If there's nothing criminally, and if it looks like that he has a And if they really did sell his stuff and keep the money, I'll help him get the money to. I'm not going to pay. I won't be able to pay for it. I mean, I might be able to donate $50 or something, but I'll help him figure out. I'll file the suit for him, and it'll only be a few $100s, and I'll represent him. Oh gosh, just kidding. No, she didn't think he would be back. Even Michelle After Dark was like, they can't take his stuff. It does show it. But see, there's going to be a huge, like, it's going to be really hard to, it will probably be, I don't know, like, since their family, the parents have passed and stuff, it's going to really make things complicated, you know, and Karen knows that, and it's just dirty that what she's doing, you know. I think it's hilarious that he'll be out in just 2.5 months, and Karen's probably like shitting her pants. She really thought that she could keep him in jail for years. She didn't even wait to see what would happen. She just like went right at it. Like the very first thing, she immediately started doing this shit. Cockatoo lady, did you come from Lucky Lou and Coco too? Oh, really? They got to pay you? Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. Maybe it will get settled and maybe when it will get settled when the everything gets settled with the court with the parents' death and stuff with the property. I don't think there is a will. Yep, just he'll be out before Christmas. It is his residence. He works for the county, but scraps on the side as well. Well, yeah, that's what Fred does. It's a common meth thing to do, I think. Not that your husband's a meth at all, but that's kind of like. But he's really mechanical. For some reason, when people are on that drug, they want to like take things apart and put it back together. So it's the perfect thing for Fred to be doing. Yeah, he's going to have to really be on his P's, and he's going to have to really pay attention to what he's going to have to be on the straight and narrow. As long as he stays off drugs, he'll be okay. If he starts dabbling in the drugs again, it's going to be hard though, because everybody he knows uses. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Oh yeah, if she didn't go to jail, things would have been really a lot different. Sorry. Okay. Footage from the search warrant. Poor people have to do what they have to make things ends meet, and even that is true, especially out there. Scrapping and rebuilding small engines, that's a country thing. No meth here. Yeah, your husband has to do urine screens and stuff. That he wouldn't be able to get away with that. Probably, Marie. That would probably be the best, but of course he's going to want freedom, I'm sure. But it would be the best. He got even a better deal than what was offered, but honestly, the rehab would have been good for him. Oh, Athena, get down. Get down. You're okay. You'll be fine. It'll be fine. If they found bones in his place, he wouldn't be getting out anytime soon. Yeah, exactly. Let's see here. Crime Con. Where was Crime Con at? Orlando, Florida. Mm. Yeah, people just like how that guy Roy Fanning situation where he shot that guy in the neck. That guy came out to his property causing problems, drunk AF, with his 18-year-old daughter at midnight, blaring his freaking music in Fred's driveway, drinking. Oh, we're just doing practice shooting. Yeah, drunk. He was like doing target shooting, drunk, out there drinking, blasting his music. Fred, it was midnight. He only defended himself. He doesn't go looking for trouble. With others, he doesn't go looking for trouble with others and purposely and trying to start shit. He's just not that like that. He's very timid. Meth milk. Ew, I don't know. I've heard that name or that term before, but I don't know what that means, what meth milk is. Well, he's not on the deed, though, believe. It's the parents on the deed, so I don't know. And the parents passed away both of them within the last year and a half. Well, I had to come on here, guys, and tell you that because I thought it was just new news. And thank you guys so much. I'll probably go live on my tarot channel here in a little bit and do some tarot if anybody's interested on Empress Ziggy. Fred was not the oldest. He was the middle. Karen's the oldest. Sold and money divided among survivors. Yeah. That's probably what will happen, Annie. But if they do that, if they demand the property sold, then there's not going to be money for anybody. I'm guessing. I don't know. At least that's what the sisters say, that there's no money, but there's property. A lot of times you can just stay on the property as long, keep the property until you sell it. And then the proceeds go to whoever you owe. There'll be a lien on the property for what the parents owed. Karen's POA on her mother ended when she died. Thank you, Ladybug. Thank you, guys. I'll let Fred know you guys are wishing him luck and congratulating him and hoping that he stays sober. I mean, sober is off drugs. He doesn't drink, but clean off drugs. We have to give him a chance to do the right, or to, a chance. People do get clean, people do change their lives around. And I think Fred's one that has the potential. Because he's not arrogant. He's not he owns up to his BS. All three has to agree to sell. Yeah. I don't, unless there's a lot of money in it and it's going to be split with between them. I don't see all three agreeing on it, on the properties being sold. I'm sure Ed would love that. He's been trying to get those properties for years. That's why he messes with Fred and puts freaking spikes in the grass at the end of Fred's property, at the end of his driveway, right across there is right across the road is Ed's property, and he put spikes in the grass area, so when people would pull out of Fred's driveway, if they would go any bit in that grass, their tires would be popped. He has a camera pointing directly on Fred's property, straight at Fred. So that's another thing too. Where was that camera when Summer went missing? Ed, did you turn that in? Supposedly there's a camera pointing right at Fred's. He got 180 days and 9 years paper. He'll be out. His sentence is over December 8th. But then he has to go to Sullivan and deal with that failure to appear, but that was just a misdemeanor, so I don't think he'll be in there but a few days, but we'll see. The big deal was Hawkins County and these charges. Right, Sherry? She thinks that she's going to find money that Fred's hid in places. That's what she's freaking doing, and she knows it. She's such a freaking liar. That's why the searchers are his sisters. Think about it. They don't want strangers up there because strangers might find something. They might take some money or that Karen could have. That could have been Karen's. A probate attorney. They did help take care for her, Lisa. They did. Karen's put out so many horrible things about Fred and Laura. Like, even saying that Laura unalived her mom. Okay. Even saying Fred is trying to extort her. Calling Ronnie Lawson saying Fred's trying to extort her. No, bitch, you're selling his property. Why are you selling his property? And where is the money? You freaking crackhead. Thank you. Your account was hacked? Wow. Thank you so much, Candy. Yay. Super chat is good too, because then I get it, I don't get it except once a month, but then I have that money that can help towards rent. That's why my rent's always due. My rent date is today, actually, when my rent's due, because I changed it because they send through the deposit from YouTube on the 21st. So I have an agreement with my landlord to pay rent on the 22nd. And because of that, so it helps. It does. It's just that YouTube is so like greedy now. It was already ridiculous. They were taking 35%, and now it's like almost 50%. You were the fourth child and in charge of everything? Yeah, it doesn't always mean like my mom has the executor, my sister, and I'm the oldest, so she thinks that, well, first of all, she put my youngest sister as the executor because she doesn't have any kids. I don't know, she's not nearly as sensitive as I am and wouldn't, I would be probably a mess. Was Little Summer ever baptized? I want to say yes, but I don't know. My brother passed away. Well, and is Smiley in here? Smiley, are you in here? I just want to make sure we're cool. I'm not like mad or anything. I'm sorry how I reacted. It's not that big a deal. I understand not everybody feels the same about Fred as I do. And I don't mind people sharing the truth. That's the truth. It's a document. So my father made me executor and I was the middle child. You're welcome, Patricia, and all you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Whew. It's humid. Yeah. I would have been the most fair. I'm the most fair of my sisters. But when it's already stated, there's a will. So, it's all split between us. So it doesn't. I have a copy of the will in my drawer somewhere. But basically, it's like we wouldn't get anything until my stepdad passed away, you know what I mean? Like if my mom passed first, it would go to my stepdad, then it would go to us kids. Yeah. Well, I'm just happy for. I don't know. Believe Fred should have to do time. He should, so he doesn't. He learns like not to do this again. But um, I was just, I think, happy because people. If Fred is such a horrible person and stuff, do they really think he would get only 180 days? If they thought he was guilty of something, they would be using that as a way to hold him in jail. My child recover from drugs and they do and can't get clean and stay clean. Yep, I'm an example too. Fred wants to do this. He wants to become a recovery coach and help others who, have dealt with addiction like him. And people, I know that's why I have faith in him, because I know it happens because I didn't. And I didn't have hope at one time. I couldn't imagine living a life without, I thought it was I thought everybody did it. Drink and partied, pills. I couldn't imagine my life without it at that time. It's crazy, but his sister can't be charged for this and what she did. He's trying to get charges pressed. Let me see something real quick. One second, please. All right, guys. That's because you're in shock, Sherry. It doesn't feel real yet. It doesn't feel real. When somebody first passed away, it doesn't feel, it's like, I remember I called Jim's phone. I left him a message. I'm like, oh my God, please don't let this be true. Please, I'm, so sorry. Anything I've ever said, bad about you, I'm sorry. It's horrible. I have it recorded too, guys. I have how all my calls are recorded? Yeah, that's recorded too. The day I got the call about Jim. I haven't listened to it. No way. I can't listen to it. I also have recordings of Jim. I saved every single one of our phone calls, because all my calls are recorded. So I put them in a file so I could go back and listen to his voice. But I haven't done it yet because I know it will. will upset me. I couldn't even like look at his picture until very recently. I'm not sure. They won't tell him about the Annie or Anna. They won't tell him. They're exactly with the cotton thing. They won't even answer him if they found anything when they went out there. So that's why he said that he thought maybe they found her because they wouldn't answer her. He didn't say that they found her or that he people. Yeah, Jim's the one that passed away in Halloween of last year. What's Ed's want with that property? It's mountainside, isn't it? Yeah, that's yeah. Where was Ed's camera? It's facing Fred's property. Up on I think it's up on a light or up on a light, the like electric, like one of those big like posts, wooden posts, like maybe it's something like that, like electric line post or something like that. Yes, Fred took the deal, but it's even better. Fred's mom passed in March. Who knows? His dad passed in, I think, December of 2021 or November of 2021. And Fred took a deal of 180 days jail and 9 years paper. So he gets out for these charges December 8th. I thought that he would get 2 for 1 though, so that's why I was kind of like more excited for him because I thought it would be 2 for 1 since it's county, but no, I guess he has to do day for day. And I didn't know that until after I was live. But still, it's like, I mean, he was facing 16 years, so, right? Can't complain. I guess no drug court, not even, there's no, yeah, he doesn't even have to do inpatient. December 8th. Well, I guess I'll cross a bridge about they have. I'm sure it will be. I don't know when. I don't even think about the executor thing. I knew my mom would make my youngest sister the executor because like that's her always been her favorite. You all have a great weekend too. We'll talk later, all right, guys? All right. Ta-ta.